these two, right? Um, I'm not sure if it's the male or the female yet. We'll find out together here as we're going to take a look at this article. But yeah, it's being widely reported at this point and even hit the Daily Mail. And basically, the woman who accused Tiffany Haddish and comedian Aries Spears of sexually abusing her and her brother, it is the woman that's calling on Los Angeles police to arrest both of them. Now, have you guys had an opportunity to do a little research on the skit? Because I have. I'm like, really? Have y'all seen it? Y'all stand by just one sec. I'm having a little, it is what it is. Hey, Astro Kid, what's up with it? Yeah, so if you have not had an opportunity to like do some research on this actual skit, you should. I was shocked, to be honest with you. Um, and here's the other thing. I understand why people are editing out versions of this. Okay, uh people have been like dropping edited versions of this skit, okay, that they both did, y'all. And Tiffany, you're just as dead ass wrong. You carried this young boy in your arms. He looks clearly big enough to walk on his own feet, but he's in his underwear. Okay, so inappropriate. I don't know how in the world the two of them did not once say to each other, this is not a good idea. Okay. This is not a good idea. Again, the girl, 14, the boy was 7 at the time. One video reportedly features Haddish teaching the underage girl how to mimic fellatio, while in the other video, right, the one that's going around, um, Aries Spears is actually rubbing baby oil on the boy's body. On top of that, he actually he gets in the tub with the kid, right? But it isn't just him getting in the tub with the kid. It was the way that he got in the tub, in which he faced his body in the location of his body, right? In which, I mean, the boy's head was pretty close to his crotch area. Okay. Um, I'm not going to take a chance because a lot of people are wanting to see this video footage. A lot of people are like, where's it at? Where's it at? I have managed to understand fully, though, what the video sketch is, and it is beyond inappropriate. Um, Again, the entire majority, right? This kid is in some striped underwear, okay? And Tiffany's not going to be able to just walk away. And the way that they swung that heavy hammer, okay, with when they came out, said that these were bogus claims by the mother. Hey, Gloria, man, Astro Kid, bogus claims, frivolous. Are you serious? On top of the fact that Arie Spears is like peering through these holes in a newspaper, right? Looking at this young kid in his underwear. And they're making a big deal about how his eyes, several times Basically, the only reason he's got the paper up is to look through it at the little boy who's sitting there playing with a truck in his underwear, right? Hey, what's up, Shamika? And of course, Tiffany has a couple of different parts. And I noticed that in the latest statement in which she expresses regret, she did minimize her role. Don't. Hey, Vicky, how are you? Good to see you. Shout out to Vicky. But I mean, come on. Like, she took an opportunity because I kept saying to myself, why in the world is she even saying anything at all? If you can't say anything, why say anything at all? With that part, Astro Kid, that part, with R. Kelly playing in the background. The song, my mind's telling me no, but my body, you know, I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. And I understand, maybe aspects of it where they were, maybe they were making fun of R. Kelly. I think he has broached on this topic a couple of times, right? On his, Aries Spears has on his channel, you know? In Gloria, how did it happen under all of our noses like this? Um, I can't imagine there's many people out here in the blogging community that are, so disturbed by this. I can't imagine that wasn't the same reaction when they originally dropped this video. And my thing is like, Arie Spears and Tiffany Haddish absolutely knew this was an issue. And they knew for a minute that the mother of these children was pissed about this video. And how how did it show up a couple years after is my thing. How did it just show up a couple years after? Was it dropped because somebody was pissed or something? Like, how did it just show up? So basically, the woman who has accused Tiffany and Aries, right, of sexually abusing her and her brother as minors, has called on the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office to immediately arrest and prosecute both of them. She is currently known only as Jane Doe. She has sued Tiffany and Aries, okay, in a civil lawsuit saying that the pair abused her and her younger brother during the filming of 2 comedy sketches when they were just 14 and 7. One of the sketches was titled Through a Pedophile's Eyes. Allegedly, they were forced to participate in these sexually suggested acts on camera, which, I mean, man, ooh. In addition, Jane Doe has sent a letter to LA County DA George Gascon accusing authorities of doing nothing about the case in the nearly 2 years since it was reported by their mother to the Las Vegas police back in January of 2020. So did y'all know that? That the mother had actually filed a police report against Tiffany and Aries. So again, rethink, why would Tiffany Haddish come out here with a second statement when she really didn't have anything to say at all, right? When she was like, oh yeah, I can't really say anything at all. I deeply regret having acted in the film or whatever. That was her trying to take advantage or trying to get in front of what she's seen was a growing call for their blood, okay? That was her trying to minimize her role. Okay. Period. I just thought her statement was just really strange. I'm talking about the statement she just put out. Now, Funny or Die, because this was originally like a Funny or Die video, said they found the video absolutely disgusting. And they said they would never produce such content. They said that, quote, we were not involved with the conceptualization, the development, the funding, or production of this video. It was uploaded to the site as user-generated content and was removed in 2018 immediately after becoming aware of its existence. But again, Tiffany Haddish's attorney, Andrew Bretler, claimed his client is being extorted with bogus claims. But yet, we all have eyes, right? Did that video seem bogus to you guys? There's edited, you can get a pretty good understanding of the video. It's even on YouTube. People are being very careful and, you know, you might actually become frustrated because, you won't really be able to see it all the way through like that. I mean, if the victim wants it to be considered a crime, then I think we should respect that and not, repost it all over the place. But again, there's niche places all over the internet where you can find that type of, you'll be able to find it. I mean, this is the internet. But I don't expect to find it on you know, your first pass on a YouTube search or something like that. Uh, again, Tiffany Haddish's attorneys claims his client is being extorted with bogus claims. But then you see, the footage, this skit in which Uncle Arie Spears is babysitting a couple of times, and it don't even feel right. Even seeing the edited piece of this so-called sketch. And you guys remember when that was actually, it's still a trend. People still do it, but it became quite a trend amongst comedians who basically had to show how authentic they were, set yourself apart from the rest type stuff. We want to be entertained, right? That's how people think. I kid you not. Um, but now, the lady, the mother, I think, y'all, I even heard at one point that the mother discussed a settlement with Aries Spears for $15,000. And then he did not pay it out or whatever. He didn't want to. I just wonder, is he going to wish he would have just paid that damn 15,000? I mean, with all this growing call, again, is there a statute of limitations? Maybe there's not. Is it possible? Is it possible that the two of them could be arrested for these allegations? And honestly, I, I wouldn't, never say never, right? But listen, in this letter that the woman wrote to the LA County DA, George Gascon, when she accused authorities of doing nothing about the case in the nearly 2 years since it was reported to the Las Vegas police back in January 2020. She said that Las Vegas PD had transferred the case to the Los Angeles Police Department, but that the LAPD officer assigned to it has done nothing with the complaint, saying that this matter's breadth and complexity require your jurisdictional powers and resources to tackle and end the stream depravity committed by Haddish and Spears. The letter continues to say, my brother and I are prepared to speak with investigators and prosecutors from your office and provide you with irrefutable evidence that substantiates our allegations. Now, on Monday, Tiffany Haddish acknowledged her participation in the sketches, saying in a statement, this was on her Instagram, that they were intended to be comedic. It wasn't funny at all. She deeply regretted it, and she also tried to minimize her role in the sketch. Let's not even go there. I'm so deeply regretted that, I acted and, you didn't. So basically, she's trying to minimize herself out of the fact that she either conceptualized it, um, basically watch the rift between her and Arie Spears is what I'm saying. She basically threw Arie Spears under the bus with her statement. It's all what, every man for themselves at this point. Shit. And then, of course, here goes Aries Spears, right? So you got Tiffany Haddish attorney being very aggressive, right? Calling the allegations outright bogus claims. But I'm just like, what? So strong, so strongly worded. And then, of course, Aries Spears, by the way, Aries is 47, Tiffany's 42. But attorneys for Aries Spears even told the Washington Post that he wasn't going to, quote, fall for any shakedown. Hmm. I wonder how much he's paying them attorneys. Here, let me show you something too. I want to show you something too. And maybe it's just me. But is it just me or is Aries looking a bit unwell these days? You know, a little parched in the face, maybe. a little a little parched in the face. Big fat face, right? No, the parents were not on set. The matter of fact, the mother, it was explained that the mother had no idea what was filmed until 2019, um, after it somehow made its way out to the internet. Oh my, he looks like it, Astro Kid. I mean, just the look. Mm. I wonder if he sleeps with one of those COPD masks or whatever. Big black rings under his eyes. Just looks overall unwell. He's just, I don't know, he's just not looking like he's taking care of himself. But just an observation. But you will feel a certain kind of way if you actually take the time to investigate this sketch. You will feel a certain kind of way. Now, both of these individuals again say that, and we all talked about this, how the mother was actually friends with Tiffany Haddish, who recruited them to participate in the videos. And the Jane Doe said that in 2013, she agreed to partake in a video in which Spears asked her to mimic a video of women eating a sub sandwich in a suggestive manner, noises and all. And when Jane did not do as she was told, she said that Tiffany Haddish joined in and instructed her on how to give fellatio, including movements, noises, moaning, and groaning. This is in the complaint. The complaint also states that experience has left her scarred ever since, ever fearful and unable to trust anyone. Mm. Now, the complaint that, in addition, it alleges that her brother obviously participated in that sketch video, which was done 1 year later at Arie Spears' home, for that video titled "The Mind of a" or "Through the Eyes of a Pedophile," right? In which the 7-year-old John Doe was depicted as a 7-year-old left alone with a pedophile babysitter, played by Aries Spears, right? Now, through the video, John wore only underwear throughout the video, and Spears actually rubbed baby oil on his body. And by the end of the video, Spears was shirtless and was receiving a massage with baby oil from the 7-year-old kid. Okay. He now claims to be afraid of being watched or recorded to the extent that he puts band-aids over all the cameras on his electronics. Um, that is according to the complaint. But I'm telling you what I know for a fact is in the video. What I just described. I don't understand, again, why they, between the both of them, not one of them said, this is not a good idea. Check this out, though, too, right? Tiffany Haddish's attorney also not only said the accusations were bogus, okay? Um, they even tried to like rub the mom's like reputation into the ground by saying that she was asserting bogus claims against Tiffany for several years and that every attorney who had actually taken on her case, and there were several, ultimately dropped the matter once it became clear that the claims were meritless and Ms. Haddish would not be shaken down. But I don't believe that. I think, that is just like they're trying to smear the mother's character, basically. in this really strong hammer. I'm going to wield my hammer of justice upon you. How dare you come out here and accuse me of casting your son and daughter in a weird pedo skit. How dare you accuse me of that? Yeah, I know it's on camera, but it was a different time. And then the attorney goes on to say, now Miss Morris has her adult daughter representing herself in this lawsuit. The two of them will together face the consequences of pursuing this frivolous action. No, I would say frivolous is more like Tiffany wasn't in the video at all, and some weirdo filed a lawsuit against her of this nature. That would be frivolous. But if you've seen that video, it is bad. Hey Regina, how are you? It is really bad, Vicky. It is. And I'm telling you, it is growing. The rage is growing. And again, this is the first time I've heard through this entire story that they're now calling for Tiffany and Aries to be arrested and prosecuted for basically these allegations of molesting them. But yeah, Tiffany and Aries are coming out with their strong attorneys when really they probably should have settled this a long time ago. Again, the siblings even said that their mom tried to reach a $15,000 settlement with Spears over this alleged molestation video. Let me tell you just really quick before I get out of here. This was Tiffany's statement, right? Actually, yeah. This was kind of funny. She says, I know people have a bunch of questions. I get it. I'm right there with you. Unfortunately, because there's an ongoing legal case, there's very little that I can say right now. I really look forward to being able to share a lot more about this situation as soon as I can. And I regret, she regrets that she acted in the videos, right? Again, I just feel like she's minimizing. That video is just horrible. So yeah, that it should have never been done. And I think there's a little bit of maliciousness going on in the behind the scenes that maybe some of us don't know about, because the way this video has been sort of just like popping back up, and the way of how strongly Arie Spears is like, I won't be shaken down. It's like, dude, just take yourself out of your body for a moment and get a second opinion here. Get, somebody's second opinion, because I'm telling you, this video, it looks really bad. But, to think they've been like batting at this for all these, these last couple of years, and none of us even knew. Everything was before it like blew up. Again, that lady said she had filed a complaint with the Las Vegas police in 2020, in January of 2020. So this has been going on all that time, and we didn't even know. I'm surprised the blogs hadn't picked it up. I hadn't picked it up until now. Anyway, I'm out of here, you guys. Until next time. Shout out to the Leak You community. Please join us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Amazon Music. Don't forget, you guys, tonight at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time, here in just a few minutes, I will be going through some drama that's happening in the UFO community. So I've already got the live scheduled, and it's actually, let me send you a link or drop a link in the live chat just in case y'all want to set the bell to notify you. Give me 1 second. I'll put it in the chat here. I can get to the right channel. I have so many of them now. There we go. Yeah, drama in the UFO community escalates, and on top of that, the Pentagon declassified another UFO. You guys, and this was a swarm of UFOs over the USS Zumwalt. Yes, while it was out to sea. So anyway, there's a link. Set the bell. I'll see y'all later.